Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Correct? Right? Kickstarter. So, I have started some research and it was quite interesting. All right. It's going to be a mind-blowing project. All right. Yeah.
Wait,
And
I had to cut you on. Please
right.
note,
Mm,
this idea is not about I'm going in to spend a lot of money and I'm going in to make a lot of money. It's nothing about that.
mm,
Okay.
mm.
Having an idea to kickstart the idea
Right.
and get the people want to participate, right?
Right.
Maybe people want to make us look, make a fool of ourselves. One,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
people made it,
Understand.
or people think that Michael, this is so cool. I will just give you $1 to
Yeah.
make it come true.
Yeah. It is a
Okay.
non. I would take. When I take a project that is not that serious,
Mm.
it's always a breakthrough. When the project is serious, you try to facilitate the requirements client wants, right? At the end of the day, it turns out to be another same project I did a couple of years ago. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is what I call your project is a virtual project,
Okay.
correct?
Mm.
At the end of the day, it may not be a product at all. At the end of the day, it could be a small mini movement. It could be
Yeah.
a social idea, right?
Yeah.
It could just be a concept, or who knows, it might lead to a product. All right. How much work have you put in on that? Have you done anything
A
that
lot of
inspires so far?
not ideas yet. A lot of readings like how these are possible, which is I read about one of the first guys that did like something like I want to bake a cake for my girlfriend, you know,
Right. Right.
and this is how much I need, like
Right.
only like $100.
Right.
And bloody hell, people just donate $1 and it come out to like $10,000. It's crazy.
Right. And people
People
want to see the video of how he make the cake and make a fool of himself, right?
in front of his girlfriend,
And in front of himself, yeah, maybe behind the scene of how he makes a cake.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, correct,
So,
correct.
so, so that gives me this idea about,
Mm-hmm.
okay, maybe we really need to do something stupid or silly, just ridiculous, or I say that I want to make a cupboard of a costume just to go to supermarket, something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like you share with me, this man trying to get cloud funding to make a cake for the girlfriend, right? So it could turn out to be not so much on meeting up with a girlfriend. He may takes the opportunity, all right, to film the entire process, going to the supermarket one scene, baking the cake one scene, and then meeting up with the girlfriend one scene. But imagine this guy is Mr. Bean. So it was quite funny going to the supermarket, make a mess
Yeah,
out of things. So people pay to see the next one. I want to see so-called Mr. Bean, you know. If the first one is successful, people would pay $1 to watch something funny. And
yeah,
you will only send this movie to the people who subscribe or who funded your project, whether it's $1, $5, it's up to them. So it's like selling a comedy short film to them, right? I mean, you don't need a big production. It's just a GoPro selfie stick. You make a fool out of yourself, right? Correct?
yes,
Yeah. So if you want to make it a bit more funnier, a twist, the last scene, as I said, uh, shopping, baking cake, and then you know, giving it to the girlfriend, right?
yeah,
Man, the girlfriend could be the cashier that he met in the shopping center, or when he was shopping. Yeah, so it's like a second girlfriend that he's giving the cake to. So kind of put in a very nice, funny storyline. And towards the end, there's a twist. The girlfriend is not the actual girlfriend. You have to introduce the girlfriend first, but towards the end, the girlfriend is actually the lady who taught him how to
big
bake the
again.
cake
Yeah,
in the grocery store, something like that. It's quite interesting. So that twist to it, you see.
yeah.
Right. So that becomes a memorable storytelling. Yeah.
No,
Right.
that's why it's actually quite interesting to
Yeah.
come up with
Mm-hmm.
things like that. And since we are locked down,
Right.
uh, it gives us a lot of reasons why, right, we should do such things now. It's like, what do I have to lose, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have the camera, we have the talent, we have the ideas. Online is free. Going to Kickstarter, you don't have to pay until you raise your fund.
Yeah.
They take, I think, like 15% or something. Yeah, correct. There was one I saw in Facebook a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Another social crowdfunding project.
Mm.
Okay, so this guy, I think it's a husband, a young couple. I think no kids yet. Just got married. Wife was very sick, and he's raising money using this platform. Right. So he's giving update of the wife's progress in the hospital. Wow, you see tubes everywhere, you know. So he's raising money, and he takes real picture. I don't know why it's real on Facebook. I say real. He takes those hospital bills. It's local, by the way. This couple. So you can see Singapore General Hospitals. To so and so, your funding for 11,000 has been used up. Please prepare for the next $200,000 for the operations coming up. That kind of thing. Yeah. So he wants to raise that money, and I don't know whether money coming in or not, but I didn't go deep into it, but it's just a thought. Yeah. So there are people who do it for good, real projects, people who need some money.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Correct. So I think the girlfriend cake one is interesting. Yeah. Correct.
What do you
Yeah.
have? What do you have in mind? Tell me.
Okay. So let me share with you what I have. I do a screen sharing first. Okay, Casey. You have to tell me whether you can see. Okay. Can you see anything on my screen?
Yeah, I can see your window blank.
But nothing on the screen, right?
No.
Okay. One moment. Can you see anything on the screen, Casey?
Yes. Kickstarter.
Okay. All right. So anyway, in response to your Kickstarter project, I was doing some research and to come up with something amazing is never easy. You know that, right? So what happened is that I keep thinking and search deeper, and then I thought maybe I should be doing something fun, but something significant. All right. So I came up with something brilliant, Casey. Brilliant, brilliant. All right. So this is the beginning of my presentation. Okay. I think my design has a breakthrough, and it's going to be, I promise you, Casey, it's going to be the next biggest thing after the iPhone. All right. I do not know how you define your next biggest thing after iPhone. iPad, all this, it's the same, another electronic gadget, right? So there's no breakthrough. So in order, to really push this towards the end of the cliff, and wake the whole world out, it's not so much on the solution, but rather what change it would bring about to mankind. That's how I want this idea to take that direction. All right. I want to change the world. Okay. So this is going to be that moment. Now we know that COVID-19 has created havoc in this world, really havoc, and it's deadly. We know there's no vaccine yet. The world is panicking, and the few things that we can do, and has been reminded over and over and over again every day, is to wash our hands and stay clean. All right. So that is the only vaccine we have to date. Correct. So we just have to wash our hands, you know, and what have happened is that if we look at the facilities we have at home, washing our hands, man, this sink is not set up to wash our hands. This sink is set up to wash our wok, our pot, our spoons, and our utensils. All right. So we seems to make do of things around it. We retrofit a container with a sponge, washing detergent on the side, so on and so forth. It is a very familiar sight. Okay. Now, to wash your hands is quite troublesome actually. A lot of big companies, all right, who design products to like creams and dishwashing detergents and hand soap is always is in this form and shape. Correct? 99.9% is all in this shape, is all in a plastic container, is one bottle after the other. And at the end of the day, your sink will fill up with so many bottles. A powder for pots, a grease alcohol for after wash, and your hand and your cream, and oh my gosh, the whole thing looks yucks. And in my research, Casey, I found some interesting product that people have done, mostly DIY, just like Casey and I said. You look at his warehouse and they pull things together and you try to improvise and make things work. Now, there are 3 ideas here. 3, right? Can you see so far? Casey?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Make some sound if you can see, because I don't want to kind of miss you and then because of the lagging. Okay, the top one is combined. It involves electronic gadget, some recycled parts that this guy opened up his laptop, used laptop, he have no use for it. So he salvaged a laptop and make something out of it. Now, this requires some engineering and technology. I'm not that kind of person. I do not know what the hell I'm doing. All right, the second one, DIY on the left, same thing. There is a small button jutting up from the cap. It's also an electronic pump. All right, and all those pumps are hidden. When you do something like that, then you have to figure out a space. And then the sink is where that electronics gets rusty and spoiled very fast. So electronic doesn't work. The third thing is a mechanical thing. It still doesn't work too well. That is where Mike Chen big idea comes in. And I promise you it's going to change the world. All right. You look at a typical sink that we may have at home. All right. So I did a bit of drawing there. Can you follow the schematic drawing?
Yes, I can.
Right. It's based on that picture on the left. So I use that as a prototype building. All right. So this is the beginning of Mike Chen, the genius in action. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Shoot.
I can't hear you. Are you ready?
Yeah, shoot. Yeah.
Okay. I added a simple and recognizable gadget. All right. A simple and recognizable gadget onto your existing tap.
Uh-huh.
All right. And this thing will change mankind forever. A strainer we are familiar with, correct? And then we throw some bar of soap in there.
Mm-hmm.
And this strainer is swivelable. You can rotate left or right. And the final product is something like that. If you don't want to wash your hands, you push it to the side. It rotates, it swivels, as I say. Hotel soap is cheap, Casey. So next time when you go to hotel, you check out, make sure you grab all the soaps that's available. All right? So this thing will change the world. It will prevent someone from dying of the COVID-19. All right? So it is important. It is important. So forget about pumping your soap. Imagine a 3-year-old. They can't even reach the pump, right? So this thing is jutting out. The lady or the little girl or little boy can just kind of swim. Kind of no-brainer. It's designed for a 3-year-old, Casey. We know where that phrase come from, right? We want to design something for a 3-year-old. Man, this is designed even for a 2-year-old. if the toddler can use it. So the model we're going to call this is CB19, finger licking cool. You like that tagline? Yeah,
Wait,
I'm gonna.
GOOL, right?
Huh? Cool. COOL.
Oh,
The font is that way. Yeah. Okay.
all right,
So
all
it's
right.
a finger licking cool, right? Correct. Or it can be a finger licking good. So after I came up with this, I wasn't happy at all, Casey. I know these will change the world, all right, of how mankind will wash their hands with convenience, very cheap solutions, all right. People will throw in money in our Kickstarter
Okay.
to see this built, definitely, all right. So I took this one step further. I consulted a guru, all right. So hang on to it, okay. This is the guru.
Can't hear. Ah,
Okay. So I've consulted. So let me go back one more slide. Can you hear just now?
no, 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 no sound.
Okay, one moment, huh? I will now pump up the sound for you. Hey Steve, thanks for taking time to chat with me. What do you think of this idea?
But there's something about it that's magical. Somebody should make a movie out of this.
Okay. So
Michael,
this,
I,
you
I
like,
mean,
like the idea?
I love it. I see Steve Jobs, I get worried for you.
Why?
You went to hell to see him.
Hey, nobody knows, but because we are good friends, Casey. He used to live next door to me, by the way.
I
Okay.
think Steve,
No,
I think
let me share with you the secret, but you can never tell anyone. You have to promise. Say I promise, Casey.
he, he's
Okay, so
still
say I promise.
no, he's
No,
still next door now.
no. You say I promise, I tell you the secret, Casey.
Okay, I promise.
Okay. All right. Steve Jobs have a twin brother called Jeff Jobs. The one who died is Jeff. Steve is still around. Okay. The mother gave away only one son. All right. And kept the other one. All right. So the one who passed away is Jeff Jobs. Okay. So anyway, so this is the you know the invention that I've done. I mean, it's a very simple gadget. Things are coming to the serious part of things, and yet I'm not serious. All right. If you look at a gadget, there are existing materials. Manufacturers are out there. Tons of manufacturers that can do something like that. I mean, once you look at it, they say, yeah, even if it's very crude put together, but the idea is workable, right? Not that it's not workable, all right? So all you have to do is to push the things away, all right? Correct? So you turn on the tap, push it in, you wash, and you push it away and continue to soap up. Then you wash away, and that's it. You leave it there, right? So the soap is like the free soap you get from hotel. All those are mini bar soap, that kind of thing. So the idea is just a homemade idea, not but it's just a fun project to do. That's all, right? Yeah. So anyway, still say it's good. I don't know about your thoughts, right?
It's a interesting idea.
Right.
I have to say, right, with the time and space of what we are now and where we are in the 2020s, right,
Right.
that is, that is pretty old school though. It's
You see, Casey, in the beginning of the presentation, it's not so much an idea, all right? It's how the world will be transformed, all right, to
yeah,
a better, healthier, cleaner, life-saving environment. That's where I'm coming from. It can be either project, but don't look at the project, don't look at the gadget, look at what it will bring about. All right. So it is what that the value of this thing can bring to mankind. That's where I'm coming from. All right.
Okay. Maybe
Okay.
what I will share with you is what I thought, what idea I have out of
Okay.
your
Yeah.
idea.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So now is like, why don't we design a filter?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
The filter, right,
Right.
is that to put inside the tap.
Right.
Okay. And when
Right.
we on the water is drinkable, and yet, right, will kill all the germs that we can use, like wash your hands.
Right. But the
You know?
one already out there, I mean, you and I know. Okay.
Oh,
This is more of how to solve washing hands very conveniently without containers cluttering in your sink. Very hard to pump. It may run. You may have to hold it at the bottom. So yeah. So that is. I mean, I'm not killing your idea, but I just want to refine the idea. If you can refine the idea of making washing hand far more convenient, making washing hand not using the traditional soap container that P&G is making. You know how much you know you're gonna buy a can of this soap, all right, or to wash your hands. Man, it's gonna cost you like $9 to $12, Casey, right?
yeah, yeah.
It's a lot of money. It's nothing but liquid and some small formula. So I mean, I took this as a novelty lah. So that's where I'm coming from. I mean, I don't want to kill your idea. Okay, so those filter things, I used to have that, but after a while, the filter is like after 3 months you have to change the filter because it's very small. It retrofit onto the nozzle of the tap.
Yeah.
Correct. Right. Can you see
Okay.
me?
Yes, I can see you. Small.
I don't know why. I don't know why I'm seeing you again in a small window. Oh yeah. I can close this
You have
actually.
to
Okay.
exit the share screen.
Okay. You got it right. Yeah. Oh, I can close the shares. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Hold on. One moment. Stop sharing. Okay. Is this good? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay, I mean the no, I like I think your idea is fun.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Having that thing to move here and there.
Right.
The only thing that is okay, a few things doesn't tally. One
Okay.
is now my what do you call that? My son Evander asked a question the other day.
Right.
He actually asked this. He's like, "How, Daddy? Have you ever used soap to shower before?" He
Right.
asked me that, and I say, "Yeah. I grew up with soap, only soaps." And said,
Right.
"How do you do it?"
Right.
It's so weird question, right? They have
Right.
not showered with a soap before. They grew up with.
Yeah. Quite true. Quite true. Right.
Now, that's one. Two is uh, hotels. Oh,
Right.
you can get free soap. Any soap will do. Free soap from hotel. You
Right.
talk about COVID-19. The next time you're going to travel will be another 1 year later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah. So people will not be able to relate to the free soap thing from hotel
Correct.
because it's
Correct.
going to be 1 year later. Yeah,
Correct. Correct.
that's
Correct.
not relatable.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
Correct.
So that is how I put that soap thing.
Right.
Soap
Right.
to me is something where what do you call that? Something is where kill germs and it's one of the cleanest things that when I use it, after you use, right, it will be clean because the first layer I'll wash away.
Oh, yeah. But it's soap. So actually, the microorganism, bacteria and virus, all this, it will repel. That's scientific proof is proven is repel, right? So bacteria don't grow on it. But the scientist says, all right, washing hand is far better than sanitizing it.
Yeah,
Right. I mean, you know that, right? Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah. So, I mean, I'm not trying to protect the idea. It's a fun thing, whether it kick off or not, whether we've been doing it or not. It's just another story altogether. But I just want to make the whole thing a bit more, fun to digest and easy to to swallow. More an entertainment during this time rather than, oh, yeah, let's take it to the Kickstarter, right? With no intention of taking
I
this
know
to
what you
Kickstarter.
mean.
Right. Yeah.
I will make
Right.
it more because I like the way you present it in the beginning.
Right.
When you sound it so serious,
Right.
so
Uh,
gadgety, you know.
right.
In
Right.
fact, it does give
Like
me
a high tech thing, like a big thing coming, to change
correct,
the
correct,
world, right?
correct,
Right.
correct.
So it's the next big thing after iPhone, really. Yeah.
Big, bigger than iPhone you're talking about.
Yeah. So you put the strainer and the iPhone together is quite funny.
It's definitely bigger than iPhone. It's
Yeah.
a size smaller.
I
Yeah?
know. I know. Yeah. So yeah, that's a big idea, Casey. Right.
Interesting. Okay, you see, yesterday I was chatting with John, my friend,
Ah.
and I show him our video on
Right.
the YouTube, right? And
Right.
he loved it. He loved it. He said that he wanted to post it. So
Yeah.
so then I said, no, why don't you join us for a chat a day, one
Yeah. Why
day?
not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
And
Correct.
and, and he likes what we are doing now, which is the project that we're given to each other, do a Kickstarter
Get him
without
to do one, right? Yeah.
with no just for the sake of fun and laughter.
Yeah, exactly. For the sake of fun and laughter. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, you see those I have done uh I've done a lot of images for COVID idiots, right? You
Correct.
know, like the condoms one and stuff. So,
Correct.
so yesterday he came to me and said, "Hey, Casey, why don't you do this? You know,
Right.
like do a toothpaste, do a detergent, do a this and that. You know." Then I
Mm.
say, but you see, I do a condom, right?
Right.
No, I do a condom. Is the basically the condom is relatable to people, to the idiots, you know. So
Right.
I did another one which is the COVID idiot vaccine, a vaccine for COVID idiot.
That one you sent me by WhatsApp, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw that. Yeah.
yeah. So that one is relatable to people also, you
Right.
know.
Right.
Then I did one toothpaste, COVID idiot toothpaste.
Oh, is that right? I didn't see that toothpaste thing. Yeah.
No, but because to me it does not relate to anything else. But to tell you, I put a brand into a
Correct.
toothpaste.
A messaging lah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Okay? Or you put into a perfume, it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Then yesterday I did the last one. I did COVID. What do you call that? Let me show you. I did one which is a book. I did a book called "Stay Home for COVID." Yet
Oh, okay. All right.
I'll send it to you. So what I meant is like you have to do something relatable to people, and people
Right.
will say like, that is funny. If not,
Right.
it doesn't mean anything at all. It's just a
All right.
messaging.
Right.
Messaging it doesn't mean
Uh-huh.
anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's where I'm coming from. Where we come up with ideas, right? Like that, we must come up with something where we can relate to people easily.
Right. Right. Right.
One of my friend saw what I did on all those products and stuff. He
Right.
start making, he start doing too. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, he start doing.
Inspirational. Right.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
But then the thing is, whatever he do, right, doesn't mean, as I say, it looks nice.
Right.
It doesn't. It's not even funny.
Right. Okay. All right.
You see?
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
So how
Right. Uh-huh.
is for me, right, as a
Mhm.
designer, I
Right.
know how to do such things and make it relatable and make it funny.
Yeah. There's a story, so to speak,
Correct.
behind it, right? Rather
Correct.
than just copy and right. Okay.
So, but I
Right.
can't understand. I can't explain to people about. I can't teach this format, this way of thinking, this way of creative thinking. You
Oh,
know,
it's very hard. Casey, it's very hard to teach. Teaching, I couldn't imagine how to teach creativity. Really, there are methods, uh, very limiting methods in the world. All right, I don't believe in someone teaching creativity, like how to and and grow your ideas like from one ideas to a million ideas. I just couldn't understand how to create how to teach that though. But is this person that your friend who's doing what you're doing a design based person or
yeah,
just
design
okay,
based
okay.
person.
All right, okay, maybe
But
not matured enough like in terms of thinking. I think you have to mature. I don't mean age, the matured as in the experience in the industry and having the opportunity to be quite well rounded, do a lot of a bit of everything, and the mind grows and expand, and that's
yeah,
where that's where you come to a level whereby you do things with some meaning and some story behind it. Yeah, correct, correct. Yeah, maybe the intent of the product hasn't come across,
yeah.
clearly, right?
It's not
Right. Yeah.
so. A lot of the designers don't
Right.
understand where it's not about getting something to do something.
Right.
Um, when
Right.
when when Andy Warhol did the pop art, right?
Right.
He don't just anyhow use uh, a canned food, but he used Campbell because Campbell is popular during that time.
Right.
Campbell is very popular,
Right.
you know. So he's
Mm.
making use of the popular, that's why they call it pop art, right? You know,
Right.
popular object to
Mm.
make into his art,
Mm.
and both are popular now. Right? And the concept
Yeah.
is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a cultural movement, I think, during that time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like Marilyn Monroe is like the hot, sexy babe of that
No,
century, right? Campbell soup is a common tin can in every American home, that kind of thing. I don't know what else he did. Right?
oh,
Mao
Cheeto.
Zedong, yeah, Mao Zedong. Yeah, it's a cultural revolution. Again, it's all the culture thing, right? Mm.
Yeah. So and again, right? If we're gonna reuse the pop art now, right? It doesn't work at all. It doesn't. It just look nice. That's all. It
Yeah,
doesn't mean
you have you
anything.
have to give it a twist. I mean, to make it work, the idea is there. To make it work, you have to put in a twist. Yeah, correct. Mhm. Right.
Yeah.
It is that twist that is a storytelling thing, lah. Right? Yeah.
Very interesting.
So retelling story in a different manner altogether, right?
Yeah.
With a different angle, right? Correct. Yeah, correct. Just like take for example, we know Hitler in World War II, right? A bad guy. So imagine Hitler is a good guy, So it's like, hey, we all know Hitler, but Hitler is a good guy. Then how would the world be like if Hitler is still around, or after the World War, right? I mean, it's interesting. People want to know why, right? People want to find out curiosity. Oh, Hitler is a good guy, Wow. Yeah. Let me watch, even though I don't believe because history has passed, all right, but it's a curiosity,
Yeah.
it gets across. Are you going to produce another war movie about Hitler? Oh, come on, going to give out another Oscar to someone who plays Hitler? I mean, yeah, it's been there, done that too many times, right, right. Take for example, the opposite of James Bond, all right, would be Austin Power. Is he like crazy guy, but like a very good spy, he get things done in a funny way, you know. So there is a story there. Is James Bond is an agent anyway, right?
Johnny what? That guy that English. Johnny English. Is it
Correct, correct. Uh-huh.
the guy that played by Mr. Bean guy?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
the
Uh-huh.
James
Right,
Bond idea.
right, right.
Yeah.
So you can take something old and something from you see the graphic design is about uh making something familiar if it's new. All right, all right. So that is one thing, making something familiar that is new. So people would know how to use it or recognize how to do or work with it or the information that you present. Right. So that is important. Then the other thing is to make the familiar. All right, that is a saying on that lah. I didn't say that. It's like making the familiar unfamiliar, something like that. So that's like, oh, Hitler is a good guy. Oh yeah, I'll wake up and start listening to your story. If you tell the story. All right. So same thing. The person who copies or wanting to do your pillow, your taxi stand or taxi light, correct, and do something different. But the idea is there. The core idea is that when I look at it, I know that is Casey, but yet it's not Casey. There's a story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Hitler is a good guy. That is a story. Yeah.
Interestingly, right? Yeah. Interestingly, where in the year late 90s, I did the taxi lamps,
Right.
Yeah, and then it just got popular only in the early 2000s.
Uh-huh.
And to me, right, I'm just putting a light into a taxi lampshade where I collect junks like you, and a friend just said, why don't you put a light inside? So I make it into a taxi lamp, and after that, it became so popular and it became such a brilliant idea because people can relate to it.
Right.
You see, because I take a taxi every day. It's so cool to have it on my desk.
Right.
It's a very, very simple idea which is not mine.
Right.
And I just put it out as a design. Now,
right.
Having said that, right, tomorrow, let's talk about storytelling.
Let's talk about what?
Storytelling.
Okay. All right. Okay. Can.
Let's work on the storytelling part, right?
Okay.
We can go in depth into this and create projects out from there, right?
Okay.
And I think that will be much more meaningful.
Okay.
How we launch our Kickstarter projects. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give you something inspirational.
Okay.
To keep that light on for this topic tomorrow.
Okay.
Every great design begins with an even better story.
Can you?
Yeah. I text it to you. Yeah.
Fax me.
Sorry.
You fax me.
What?
Can you fax it to me?
Yeah. I will. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I miss the faxing thing.
Can I write it in a piece of paper, put an envelope, run to the post office, and mail it out to you? Then we can connect again when you receive it. All right. So we are trying not to call each other when you receive it. All right. Yeah. Then you write a letter to me and says, "Oh, Michael, I received this. Let's do a Skype
tomorrow
on Saturday. Yeah, on Saturday, something like that. By the time we do the Skype, it's Saturday, right? Why not? It's a hybrid of old technology and new technology, right? Yeah. Yeah.
All right then.
Okay.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. I hope you enjoy the session. Yeah.
It's fun. It's good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael.
Bye-bye.